Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video, and I want to talk all about the new burning mechanic that's going to be coming to Veve very soon and how this is going to be really fantastic for rewarding collectors, and it's going to ignite some of the collectibles that we have on the app in ways that we cannot even predict, but it's going to be really great. So if you want to like this video, that would be great. Hit like. Also, comment down below. Let me know what you think about it after you watch the vid. I really want to know what you think about this and how it's going to affect future drops. And you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. The links are in the description of all my vids, and I'll do my best to follow you back, and we can continue that conversation there, right? And also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, that would be great. Love to see you back. So I think the burning mechanic that's going to come is absolutely fantastic. You know, I'm coming at it from a bit of a collector's standpoint, but also I think it's really good for flippers as well. And anybody who's investing in Veve, this is a really good thing that's going to help out future drops and really give our collectibles, you know, some of that actual like true value that we're seeking, that Veve is seeking. And I think it's a real gift. Okay, so let's get into this right here. So risky drops, you guys. We've been having a lot of this lately with the markets being down, you know, and we have these drops coming out where Veve's trying to figure out how much stuff is worth and how much they should sell it for and how many additions they should give us and all this kind of stuff. And it's created sort of situations, you know, with our current, you know, user base that really has not been going for certain drops, not selling out, and not because the item isn't that great. It's just because a lot of people are really worried about it going back under retail, paying, you know, worth less than is actually you pay for it if you mint it. And this is a situation that's perpetuated, so it's prevented a lot of people who want to go for drops, people like myself and other people as well, to just not even go for it because they all know that in the aftermarket, you're going to get flippers who have been dominating these drops, selling it for half price still, which is crazy, right? That people still do this, but they're doing it. You know, they're gambling on mints, or they're gambling on getting that, you know, one that's like an ultra rare or a secret rare on the comics or whatever, right? But this is actually going to change things. So risky drops are unsold, going below retail. Now, this is a bad situation for collectors, right? Because collectors, you know, even though you could probably get it for cheap in the aftermarket, they're not selling out, and it's creating these items, and they're not as valuable as they could be, you know, and it's causing a bit of an issue. Maybe there's too many additions right now, you know, and Veve's trying to figure this stuff out, but it's also bad for new users, people who come to the app, who see like a new drop and they go for it, and then immediately they look in the market and it's half price. This is not a good situation, and Veve is actually now tackling this, and I think this is really fantastic what they're doing, right? So this is, to me, is a bit of a gift from David himself, you know, the leader of Veve, David and Dan and Alex and all the rest of them. This is a gift from them, right? This is saying that you can now mint. So let me get into this, what this burning mechanic will do, okay? And this is what I'm saying. You can mint stuff if you want now. If you're a collector and you want to go after something, you can feel okay. It's removing the risk. You can mint, all right? And it's unsold items will be burned. So this is what's going to happen. So we're going to get new drops come to the app. And, you know, they're going to be a certain price or whatever and certain listing amounts, like, you know, like however many additions there are. And if they don't sell out, there's going to be a period of time where it just sits there, and that's fine. And then there's going to be like an announcement, apparently. And then that announcement is going to, you know, say this is going to be burned soon, whatever's not sold out. And this is your chance to now get in and actually mint it if you want. So this is a situation that's going to happen. And once that goes through, maybe it's a day or two, and then all of a sudden, you know, looks like Veve's just going to get rid of the rest of them. So it's going to really reduce the supply of what's in the market and like what's available. So if you take, you know, one drop that comes, if people don't go after it, it's just going to, the rest of them that don't get sold they're going to get rid of them. And it's going to reduce the supply so far down on some of these items, it's going to really increase the scarcity. Now, this means, in my opinion, that if you are a collector and you want to go for something and you're afraid that it's going to go for half or under retail in the market, you're not going to have to worry so much now. You can go and mint it and feel comfortable, because as soon as that burn happens, the supply is going to go way down. And generally speaking, the price should then reflect that. Slowly, it should go back up, and there's going to be way less of them. And it's going to be an interesting game to play to see how many people mint, how many people wait, and how many people intentionally, you know, just want the price to go up later and they don't want to mint it. That way the supply goes down. There's like a game that's going to get played right here, right? For sure. So like I said, burning will create scarcity, okay? So this is made for collectors, all right? This is made for people who want to mint, who are always afraid to because of the price. This is made for you if you want to get your original ownership tag, or not tag, but on there with the metadata coming out, metadata and OG ownership. This is going to be good for you, right? It's good for me. I went for the TIE Fighter, you know, because I love it and I wanted to get it and I wanted to be the OG owner, and I don't care what it's worth in the market. And now because a lot of people do care and they can't make a quick buck on it, then they're not minting it because it's below retail, right? So half of them are going to get destroyed or gone or burned, and that's going to really drive the value up for the ones like me who actually got it. And you can pick it up in the aftermarket too for half price before they do that. So that's actually a really good thing too. So there's long-term gains. Now, this isn't going to turn stuff around instantly, but it will affect things very drastically. Let's take a look at the TIE Fighter right here, just as an example. So currently right now, this is October the 2nd. Okay, and this is like, there's about 8,882 of them still available in the store out of 11,888. So it's only sold about 3,000. And this is crazy, okay? So when you remove all of those ones that have not been sold, if this stays this way and people don't buy it and mint it, there's only going to be around 3,000 TIE Fighters available after a burn. Like, if this is how it works. Now, think about that. What would the value be of the TIE Fighter if there's only 3,000 of them? Would 80 gems in the store be worth it then? I think so. So if people aren't going to mint this, it's going to get burned, and it's going to benefit people like me who did, or people who are picking it up in the marketplace right now. Now, the funny thing is, if it doesn't get minted, it doesn't show up in the market for half price. You see the catch-22? So people have to mint it in order for it to end up in the market before the burn, right? So eventually the supply is just going to start disappearing. This is a really interesting mechanic that's going to happen over time, and I'm really curious to see what's going to take place. Now, all future drops. Now, this is how I'm looking at it, so you let me know in the comments what you think. But I think there isn't really a lot of risk now. If you want to go for a drop, like say Mysterio that's going to be coming up, you can actually go for that now, and you can, as long as you hold on to it long term and you're doing it for the reason to be an original owner. If it doesn't sell out and the price goes down, the price is way under retail, they're going to burn the rest of them, and eventually it will be scarce. So you don't have to mint it the moment it comes. You can wait a couple days. You can see what happens. If it doesn't sell out in the store right away, or if it's kind of a flop, or the price is too high or whatever, this is a way that you can actually then go in and mint it later and go, you know what? It's going to be all right because this one's going to get burnt. And you can start to project some of those numbers out. And we're going to make videos all about this. People are going to be projecting these out at certain collectibles, how much they're going to be left in the market after a burn happens. All that kind of stuff is going to start coming out because this is going to be a brand new thing, right? So that's kind of the gist of it, you guys. I really want to know what you think about that in the market. And let me know in the comments section for sure. One last thing about it is that if you actually are a flipper and stuff, this could be great opportunities for you as well. If you now don't mint it and you wait in the market and you scoop them up all under half retail, and then you wait and you know that the mechanic is going to kick in on this, right? You have to wait a few days to really understand that this is not going to sell out. You might be able to make some really good gains in the future just by flipping that way, right? So it's kind of built for both, but it's really meant for collectors. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I will see you in the next video, and happy collecting.